But next week we're going to talk about some of the prophecies that have nothing to do with the children of Israel, but were made in this book by a person who was not a child of Israel, one of the chosen people. And that's what we need to understand. It's the outside the whole world that was involved in this day that's coming forward that blessed the entire world, because God said the entire world was going to be blessed. So it all had to get to be involved in this in some way, shape, or form. We don't know, there's some things that I'm going to tell you, hopefully you already know, but you may not. And some things that you probably won't know. But I'm going to tell you the things that took place outside of this that actually fulfilled the promises that were being taking place at the time. So, I was told to keep it about 20 minutes. I don't know if I've kept it about that long or not. But any questions, any comments?
God could just tell me exactly what to do, and the robot thing, you know. But it doesn't happen that way, and I still make goofy bad choices. Promises there. Speak for God. Don't presume to know. There's something that God thinks is better of a soul that has gone away that comes back. There's something stronger. There's something that we appreciate, I think, more of what God does. Because God saw it all before it happened. And what I've always struggled with is, why did God, a being outside of time saw all this happen, saw what he was going to have to go through, correct our bad choices, but did it anyway. There's got to be something that's benefit. There's got to be something that God sees that's better for us to have fallen and come back. And that's our story. I mean, that's our strength. That's our hope. That's everything we are. It's even a better position than what Adam is in, I think. And that may be a weird statement.
Well, I always look at what God was doing in this promise was to get us back really to the Garden of Eden, a pre-bad choice time. You know, back to the point where, you look at the relationship, and I think we just see a very small part of what the relationship between Adam and God was at that time, because Adam didn't age. I mean, there was no death with him. So we don't know how long that relationship lasted in our time. In God's time, it doesn't matter. But in our time, could have been a zillion years. Because what's that to God? It's nothing. I mean, it just doesn't mean anything to God. And when he's having a relationship with somebody like that, we do not know all the things that took place there. We know just very little about that relationship. And what I view is what God has done, said, okay, I want to wrap that relationship back down with this promise I made, and I'm going to bring it back to get you back where I wanted you from the beginning. That's why I wanted you to read that, because that's where he wanted us. Like he made us in the beginning, in his image. God-like. That we were the, if you would, I know a lot of people here don't like cherries, and I know one that doesn't. The cherry on top of the banana split. That's what we were. We were the best. The best that God created on this earth was right there. Anybody ever seen any on the internet some of the pictures that the Hubble telescope shows? You ever seen something? Aren't they miraculous? Can you believe a creator like that? I mean, that does stuff like that, and then loves us enough, and loves this planet enough to do what he did with it. I mean, it's mind-boggling.
It's so unbelievable. It has to be
Well, we try to justify it. Is there really any justification in what the Creator does? Does there need to be any justification for what he does?
No.
He can do whatever.
He's God.
I know, but we try to do it, don't we? It's like what Jake was talking about. We try to make, what was he talking about during the community? We try to work it out, work things. We try to, want to justify it, but Why? Why do we want to justify what God does? Why do we want to make it where whenever he does something, it makes sense to us? It's like what Jesus used in references about the potter and the clay. Can the clay really tell the potter what he wants to be?
Well, we keep thinking we're as smart as God, so we've got to, think something, and all he's wanting us to do is glorify him. That's our job, not to figure him out or answer for him.
And that's I think that's what people are trying to do up until even now today we're still trying to figure God out. It's in our nature because what was the temptation that temptation was, well, if you take this fruit, you're going to be just like God, so you'll be able to figure God out, right? And that's what got us in trouble. To be more like God, to make choices, in other words, to just, okay, my time's up. The timekeeper's in my
I
time.
love talking about this. Appreciate it, Bruce.